everybody, it's Poe of the Two Broke Goths. You know, the older one. Oh, I love this necklace. A friend of mine made this back when I used to work at Kohl's. It's actually made of an antique watch and a chandelier, an antique clock and a chandelier. It's pretty fabulous, if you ask me. I love it. So wherever you are, Kathy, if you see this, I still love this necklace, by the way. It's still awesome. Thank you. A friend of mine was looking at some old 90's music videos with Smashing Pumpkins and so forth, and he was talking about how he wanted to figure out how to do kind of a Junkee Chic. You know, it was a popular thing back in the 90's, which happened to have been my time when I grew up. So I decided to try and put a look together and try to do it myself. I think I did pretty okay, and what was it, a while back, I posted a picture of this look on Instagram and Facebook, and I had some people asking me how I did it, so here we go. I give no promises. I'm being really good at this. I'm bad at telling other people how to do this. I'm sorry about my lighting. I know it's not perfect, but the last time I did one of these videos, that little light that I was using was really annoying. This little cheap ring light, it makes a really awful high-pitched noise that we were having a pain in the ass time trying to cover up, so do forgive my lighting. I know it's not perfect, but perhaps over time it will get better. I don't know. This is my first attempt at ever doing an actual tutorial, so forgive me if I seem a little blah blah blah. Alright? My face is clean, moisturized. Yeah, I do have some recent breakouts, but you know, hormones, they're a thing. I already did a lip scrub, so I always start off with the eyes because, well, to be honest, that's kind of the easiest thing for me. Because if I mess up, it's it's an easy fix. So I always start off with this has been my ride or die, my little ride or die bitch eye primer. The Urban Decay Primer Potion Eden. It always works the best for me. The original formula is okay too, but I like this one. And if you ever really want something to really stay under your eyes, put it under there too. You're not hurting anybody. I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I actually really like this palette. I know they have a new one coming out called Subculture or whatever. I've heard mixed messages on it. I don't give a shit. I just give a damn if I like it. Because I mean, look at all them pretty dead girl colors. Woo, pretty dead girl colors. I'm not paying that much attention to these. I like these colors right over here. Look at that shit. Don't ask me what kind of brush this is or where I got it from. I honestly don't know. So, all I know is it's a big fluffy brush. It's kind of flattened. Now I'm going to use this, and we're going to put it in tempura or whatever the fuck it's called. And this is going to be my base color. And then I'm going to take just basically an eyeliner brush into this, what's it called? The Maybelline Gel Eye Studio, whatever. Work, will you? Please, oh my god. But anyway, it's this Maybelline gel liner. I got it for like $8. It works just fine. And then we're just going to put that all over the lid. Now that we're sufficiently covered in black shit, I'm going to go in with, actually, this is the brush that came in the palette to begin with. It actually works pretty decent for what I'm needing. Pretty good for what I need. I'm going to go ahead and put it into the Venetian Red. That one right there. This is what's really going to give us that nice red junky color. and just put it outside the black part.
Forgotten city rising.
Here's the trick to making this work. Blend the shit out of it. That's how you make anything work. You just blend the hell out of it and see what happens.
Widows breaking silky spells, cries, whispers and yells.
Now the best part with a look like this is you can be crazy messy. It's okay. It's okay to be messy, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. What makes it perfect is the fact that it's messy. Now I'm gonna go in with this Mirabella crease brush. It's all nice and domed there. And then we're gonna go into Cypress Umber. Get that kind of brown, dirty, junky vibe. And we're gonna put that right in the crease. It did kind of go everywhere on the lid as well, so that's fine. It's supposed to be messy. You're okay. I'm gonna go back with some more of the Venetian red and just kind of continue to blend. Now that we're all blended to hell and back, I am going to, and since the Renaissance palette doesn't have a nice black, I am going to go into my Urban Decay Vice palette and using the other end of the Anastasia brush, I'm actually going to go into this kind of sparkly black called Oil Slick. Eye part done, for the most part. Now, I'm gonna go on to the face. For the face, I mean, obviously you notice that, you know, the eyes kind of became a hot mess. That's why I did this part first, so I don't screw everything up. I'm gonna take my favorite primer for the summer because, holy crap, it's hot. It's been getting crazy hot out. This is the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer. And it does feel extremely hydrating. Yes, I realize First Aid Beauty isn't completely a cruelty-free brand, but there aren't a lot of brands that I can use sometimes because I do have sensitive skin. So, and it's one of the few brands that doesn't cause me any problems. I am trying to aim a little more towards using more cruelty-free products, but, you know, besides when people buy me stuff, I'm not gonna just be like, oh no, it's not cruelty-free, I can't use it. I'm not gonna be that jerk, so what ifs. So anyway, I'm gonna spread that ish all over my face. I like the fact that it's also very moisturizing, and it feels good on my skin. Let's get our pale on. This is Kat Von D's Lock It Foundation in Light 41. Not quite the palest color, but damn close. And we're just gonna put that on my foundation brush here and just go to town. You know what, forget this noise. I'm tired of playing. Okay, now that's all put on. I'm incredibly pale! Now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer. It's in 0.5. It's basically the lightest color they have. Or just about. Take my Sephora concealer brush. I think it's number 52, whatever. That's the only part that I can actually see a number on. It's really worn. And then I'm just gonna put it in all the right places. Do another round of Clarisonic blending. By the way, I got this as a Christmas gift like 2 years ago, and the blending brush itself is only like $30. That was my splurge. But considering it's more of an investment than spending 20 bucks every couple of months on a beauty blender, I'll take it. Now for some powder. To be honest, I really like this powder. This is the Coty Airspun. You can get this for about, I don't know, $8 at Walgreens, for real. But honestly, I love it more than most of the really expensive ones. I would actually compare this to the Kat Von D Lock-It powder. I usually just take this and a simple little powder puff that you can buy a pack of these powder puffs for like, I don't know, $3 or $4.
Purity always slips the mind, the sweetest glimpse one could ever find.
Then move on to the eyebrows. Shit. I'm going to take I've had this brush for years, by the way. This is a Sephora eyebrow brush. I don't think they sell this one anymore, so my bad. And then this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Ebony. And honestly, I enjoy the pomade more than everybody's favorite, what's it called, the eyebrow pencils. Because honestly, you get a whole lot more bang for your buck. Whole lot more bang for your buck. I mean, it's ridiculous, guys. You get a whole lot more. This is Last Me. I decided to try out their Brow Wiz, and that was like, what, almost $20? And this was about the same price. The Brow Wiz lasted, I don't know, maybe a month or two. And then this has been lasting me a pretty good while. So you really get a lot of bang for your buck with this stuff. The only problem is you really it's something to get used to. I like a nice dramatic brow, and I always try to start from the bottom and work my way around. And considering I have this going on over here, I don't do a complete eyebrow on this side because, well, the ring's kind of completed.
When I've fallen, broken on the floor, crying and begging, calling for something more. For each breath I take, to not be such a waste, dearly departed, evolving to the core.
Now just to let you know, one of the things I like about this brush is how it's shaped, so it makes it easy to measure where your eyebrows are supposed to be. That's just a little tip from me to you. Measuring your eyebrows. Then I like to go in with a little bit of eyebrow gel. This is just an Ulta cheapie. It's eyebrow gel. Who gives a shit? Here's a little tip for you guys. Now, if you want to try the expensive mascaras, now when it comes to buying mascara, a lot of times I will get, you're supposed to, let's see, a lot of times I will get mascaras that are in those packages of like all the little mini mascaras. I get a lot of the little mini mascaras. Sephora does these every now and then, and so does Ulta, where you can get a pack of like 5 of these mini mascaras for like 20 bucks. Place, you're supposed to throw out your old mascara every like 3 or 4 months. And these will last exactly as long as you need it. So instead of going out and spending $8 to $10 or even $20 on one thing of mascara that you'll have to throw away before it even goes bad, that you'll have to throw away before you even use all of it, just get a bunch, go to like Ulta or Sephora when they have these little sales, and buy a bunch of these little guys. Speaking of mascara, this is the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash. I am going to put on some falsies, but I do this that way my lashes don't look totally different from the false ones. Now I'm gonna fluff away all this powder.
That high while you watch the clouds go by. Delete.
So let's finish what we were doing with the eyes. Now I know you're thinking, oh, didn't you have this full-on under-eye junkie look? Yes, I did. And this part's probably the easiest part of all. You just take, we're gonna go ahead and take this brush again, get back into the Venetian red, and then just put it under our eyes. Simple enough. And I'm gonna go back in with our brown color, that cypress umber, and we're gonna do it even closer to the lower lid. Up any mess, I'm actually not going to put more on this. This is my concealer brush from before. I'm just going to clean up a little mess. I'm just going to grab some regular black from another palette I have. I think this one is the Naked Smoky palette. Whatever. It's a nice black. I don't give a shit. And just really get there under the lower lash line. Spooky. I honestly think that just kind of adds intensity. So there's that. Now, I'm going to take what's left of my Urban Decay Perversion pencil. I'm a little sad. And then just kind of line my inner waterline. Now, I don't know where these lashes came from because this is not the original thing it came on. So I'm going to guess these were by either Ardell or Kiss. But you can find them pretty cheap at your local Ulta, Walgreens, CVS, whatever. You can get a big old pack of them for like 12 bucks. Not a thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on some lashes. See, I like to use the Duo for sensitive lash glue. I mostly like the fact that it has a little applicator. Now I'm just gonna whip that on. Eyes are done. Now we're gonna finish up with the rest of the face. This is my little palette I made. I'll have to do a future video and I'll show you how I did it. It was actually like ridiculously easy. And when I say ridiculously easy, I mean stupid easy, seriously. So anyway, I take my Kat Von D Shade and Light brush, and I take the shade side, and I'm going to dip it into this Bobbi Brown Slate. This is actually an eyeshadow. but my pale ass is going to use it as a contour because, yeah. Now, a lot of people like to do a lot of contouring on their forehead, but I don't, because I like my forehead. It's more like a 3 head. Now I'm gonna go in with my NARS Orgasm. NARS is no longer a cruelty-free company. They even made a public announcement about it. But I'm not gonna let my old shit go to waste. So, yeah, there's that. And now for the part we're all waiting for. Not really, but I like to do this part. A little bit of highlight. Now this is what I got in one of our unboxings, our Glamour Ghoul unboxings. This is the highlight by, what's it called? Nightshade Cosmetics. Almost broke stuff. I didn't, thank God. Yeah, this is the highlight by Nightshade Cosmetics called Moonstone. So, there's that. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a little bit with this tiny, tiny brush and put a little bit on the inner corner of my eyes because I like to. And I'm also going to do a little bit on my eyebrow. The arch of my eyebrow, because I like to. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other side of my light and dark, my light and shade brush, and put that in there. Not that much. And then do some highlighting on the cheeks, bitch. Whatever. I kind of like the gray of this one because it kind of gives you almost like a dead feeling. I don't know. I like it. Now I'm going to throw on some setting spray. Normally I like to use the Tarte setting spray because I'm not a huge fan of how the Locket setting spray with Kat Von D feels. But I'm currently out of the Tarte, so we're going to use the Locket by Kat Von D. I don't like the way it smells. Basically, and it doesn't feel the same, so, you know, whatever. Fabulous. Now, for the finishing touch. A little bit of this Black Moon liquid lipstick. And, what's it called? Sleepwalker? So, I got a couple of things to say about this stuff. I do not like the way it smells, personally. It has a weird smell to it I'm not a huge fan of. If I had to choose a lipsticks when it came to smell, I love the way a lot of Spoiled Lips lipsticks, liquid lipsticks smell. Because they always smell they smell vanilla-y and delicious and beautiful. Well, I mean, Black Moon Cosmetics, this liquid lipstick is beautiful, and it does stay beautifully, and it feels really velvety once it dries down. It's just, the only part I don't like is how, you know, how it smells going on. That's the only part I don't like. But that's an easy thing to get over. For a nice liquid lipstick that actually makes your lips feel pretty decent, I'm okay. And not to mention cruelty-free. And there you have it. Well, now I'm gonna go get dressed and put on all my beautiful accessories, and yeah, and there it is, guys. My little salute to the 90s. or as some of my friends like to call it, what is it? Junkee Chic, whatever you want to call it. There it is. There's the full thing. Changed some jewelry, fixed my hair up, even changed clothes, and now I'm gonna go out for goth night. What? Some lovely rapture goodness. So, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that helped you out. If not, I don't know. Just ask us anything. Ask me anything. I don't care. Yeah. Bye, guys.